Both of our assets are best-in-class assets. We have about $550 million in cash. So we are well funded through profitability. IBTROZI and safusidenib are two examples of drugs that really fill that unmet need, and we are excited about developing them. I'm David Hung. I'm the founder and CEO of Nuvation Bio, and we're working in oncology. We have just launched our new lung cancer drug, IBTROZI, for the treatment of ROS1 positive non-small cell lung cancer. And we're also now working in brain tumors. We just announced last night some new data for our drug safusidenib for IDH1 mutated low-grade glioma.
And what did that data show?
So there's only one drug that's been approved in low-grade glioma. It's called vorasidenib. It's an IDH1 inhibitor. And vorasidenib was approved based on a pivotal study showing an 11% overall response rate and an improvement in progression-free survival from 11 months to 27 months. But if you look at the Kaplan-Meier curves for vorasidenib, at 2 years, about 59% of patients were still on drug without progression. What we announced last night was that with safusidenib, another IDH1 mutant glioma inhibitor, our response rate was 44%, so 4 times the vorasidenib pivotal response rate. And at 2 years, instead of 59% of patients not progressing, we had 88% of patients not progressing. And to our knowledge, those are the most robust data ever described in that disease, so we're pretty excited about that.
Now, you got your talk at Jefferies later today.
Yeah, I do.
What's your key message, broadly speaking, going to be to investors?
I think that we're a pretty unique company. We have 2 assets. One's commercial, one's late stage. The way we look at it, both of our assets are best-in-class assets. So we think our pipeline is really attractive. We're also probably one of the best capitalized companies on the street. We have about $550 million in cash. So we are well funded through profitability. And I guess these days, especially given the markets, that's a good position to be in.
And what would you say are some of the most exciting things emerging from Jefferies this year? Therapeutic areas, modalities?
I think this conference has really blossomed. It's turned into kind of the JPM of Europe. So I think that we're seeing lots of new technology here. We like a lot of different areas, where we've started this company really trying to address unmet patient needs, because I've always said that patients don't need more drugs, they need better drugs, and we're trying to find the biggest unmet needs where there need to be better drugs. And we think that IBTROZI and safusidenib are 2 examples of drugs that really fill that unmet need, and we're excited about developing them.
And we spoke about the data that was released yesterday. What major milestones can we look forward to over the next year?
So since we've launched IBTROZI taletrectinib. So certainly the street will be looking quarter to quarter for growth, and that's going to be important. We're going to be announcing shortly a European partnership for IBTROZI, and then when we get into farther enrollment with safusidenib, of course, we'll provide updates on that. And then we're continually looking at opportunities to bring into the company for new assets. And so when and if that does happen, we'll do that as well.
Fantastic. And finally, we're here at the heart of central London. How important is the UK to the global biotech industry?
I think London is just an incredibly vibrant city at the cutting edge of, always been at the cutting edge of science and technology. Certainly one of the leading centers in Europe. And I think that, if you look at Cambridge, where I actually sit on the board of a private company, there's a lot of innovation here. And I think that the UK is a great place for healthcare innovation, and we're glad to be part of it.
Fantastic. Amazing note to end on, David. Thank you so much for your time.
Nice
Great to
meet
meet you in person.